you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by.
Our children are...
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Who lived here, I wonder?
Revelio. Revelio.
That curiosity young people tend to nurture never ends well for them, does it? They come up to me. I'll stick 'em with an Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough beast flesh for it.
As if it's all the fault of our teachers. You talk as if we do nothing but spend our days brewing love potion and trying to lure the eye of a young wizard upon our dresses.
I've heard centaurs faster than you.
I'm out before I find you.
My bike.
It isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little gun. Clever. Afraid to take a hit. You made one. I'll steady a little diesel. Oh, damn you, little diesel. Am I supposed to be impressed? things I scared off. The curiosity they teach at Hogwarts will not serve you well. Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough dumb beasts for everyone.
Revelio.
When the clouds are dark, it's always the best time to strike. As if nature herself orchestrates one's treachery. The Ministry ought to loosen the reins on the dark arts. No better protection for me. This had better not be a trick.
Revelio. The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Revelio.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Ellen lives around here somewhere.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an Auror.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Ps5.
And you think Ps ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student had it.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished.
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That...
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment. That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. The Dementors won't harm us now. Still, be careful.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
I had my fun. I cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. You should know Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
All around the darkness, my only friend, my only hope.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hogsfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins? Near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madam Thistlewood, all right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. Revelio! Not sure how I'd fare in a little place.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me. Did you say something about...
I did. I don't think we've met. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself, and I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might... I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This looks intriguing. Revelio!
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Bo.
Nice to meet you.
My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists.
should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place. I should investigate. Incendio! 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 Accio! Incendio! abandoned long ago, no doubt. This must be the place Anne told me about. Lumos. No one's been here for ages. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw? It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. Revelio. Accio. No, that's not. How did you do this, Jackdaw? Revelio. Accio. You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw. Revelio. Accio. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all? This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw? I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from P.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to...
Have you never met any members of the Black family? Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown...
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his... He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell...
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
This place has seen better days. Revelio. Lumos. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Hello. Do you...
That I do, but what's a student like yourself?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Bit of a wanderer, mate. Name's Leopold Babcock. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some... I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you.
Aye. Let me know if you see something.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Let's get this over with, shall we? Incendio!
Here I am, as good as...
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of... Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
a waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? That was unimpressive. I won't rest.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is. These rooms must have something to do with opening this door. I can shoot the ceiling, but it doesn't stay lit for long. I need to light all three before they time out on me. Incendio!